We got almost 1 million views on the bubbles test episode, and you guys asked me for a tutorial on how to do the proper leap of faith. This is a really cool trick, and today I will explain how to do it in just a few simple steps. And watch until the end to hear a story on how I did it illegally from a height of a 5-story building. All stunts are performed either by professionals or under the supervision of professionals. This video is intended for informational purposes only. Don't try anything without a professional advisory. Hey, what's up, water crew? Here's the fact of the day. Leap of faith is a dive with a blind entry. This means you cannot see the water before the entry. Instead, you have to guess where it is while you are rotating. In cliff diving, where divers jump off 20 meters or higher, only the bravest guys do the blind entry. The easiest trick with this kind of entry is flying front, or the leap of faith, which is for sure one of the most spectacular stunts that anyone could do. And today I'm going to teach you how to do it safely and with a style. We will start from 3 meters and go up to the 10 meters platform, and at the end of the video I will show you how I did it from 16 meters beam illegally. Let's fly!
Okay guys, leap of faith can be divided into 3 main steps: takeoff, then the flight and the entry. And it's better to start not from the highest platform. Let's go to the pool deck and start with the takeoff. The takeoff for this jump is a little bit specific. You have to put your feet back, but your body stays straight. And it have to be a little bit... Not a little bit, it has to be powerful. I'll show you the best exercise for that.
To learn how to kick your heels back and get a powerful takeoff, you should practice it by the wall. Take 2 steps away from the wall. Your goal is to jump up and hit the wall with your hands as high as you can. To go high up, keep your body straight. Do not roll up and do not arc your lower back. It is important to get the feeling of the right technique before you jump into the water.
And to be honest, it's much easier to do a leap of faith if you know how to do a swan dive.
Because it really teaches you how to do the right takeoff. Plus it gives you an idea on how hard you are supposed to kick back with your heels. I highly recommend you watch the swan dive tutorial before you continue with your learning.
Before you go and do a correct leap, it's better to do a front flip from 3 meters in a free position.
Professional divers perform their jumps in either tuck or pike positions most of the time. Twist is the only category where divers use free position.
In free position you don't need to take tuck or pike, just leave it free.
Because you do not have to tuck up in the air, rotation is quite slow. But here comes the spiciness of the blind entry stunts. You have to make sure to kick your legs into the water after the flip, if you do not want to land on your buttocks. That will be really painful, believe me.
Okay, the next step is 5 meters. But as for me, 5 meters is not enough for make a leap of faith with the right position, because it's not enough. But it is nice altitude to try the same front flip in a free position. Let's do it again.
The hardest part here is the landing, because it is really easy to over-rotate and smack on your face when you do not know exactly what you are doing. Please be thoughtful of that.
Well, I think 7 meters is the lowest tower where you can try a real leap of faith. With the right takeoff, with the straight position, with the pike, and then with the feet first entry. Let's try it from here.
To get the perfect leap of faith, you should take off as straight as you can. Throw your arms wide open. Kick your heels back while making sure your body is straight. You will start rotating and you will be able to see the water at that point. Then pike up to stop the rotation and kick your legs into the water. The crucial part here is to keep your body as straight as you can at the entry. Again, it will be much easier for you to do the leap of faith if you master the swan dive first.
Okay guys, now it is 10 meters. Just look at that. Okay, leap of faith from 10 meters and higher has some specific during the flight. It is not enough to make a pike. you make a kind of seat.
Because 10 meters feel much higher than 7 meters. You don't just pike up from here, but actually bring your toes up. It should feel like you are trying to stop the rotation completely. Do not forget about the technique details we have learned so far. And make sure your core is straight in the pike position. Do not bend over. It is very important, because otherwise you won't be able to stop the rotation and will most likely smack on your face. Ouch! Please don't rush to go to a high platform for this trick. Any mistake would lead to a painful smack. And now the story of me performing the illegal leap of faith. I once participated at a show at the pool. Once I got a chance, I sneaked onto the 16 meters beam at the very roof of the pool. The organizers were against it, but I didn't really care. I thought that they won't be at the pool that day. Long story short, I was able to do the leap of faith. The feeling of it is absolutely amazing. Wish you guys could also experience that. Legally, of course. What a crew! The funny thing is that the organization of the show actually saw me doing the trick. But instead of kicking me out of the show, they decided to add that stunt to it. That's how cool it was. I hope you find this episode helpful. Please watch other tutorials and challenges on the channel. Comment below what diving tricks you would like to learn. And please, don't do crazy stuff. We will do it instead of you. Take care.